Hi, welcome back from our coffee break. Um, sorry. One of the things that we've talked a lot about today in many of the different sessions is about the predatory behavior of the tobacco industry, including their focusing on vulnerable populations and priority populations. And so I'm really happy, actually thrilled to introduce one of our wonderful public health partners today, and that is Lou Murner, who is a community liaison at the USC Keck School of Medicine. And Lou has worked in Indian country for 2 decades, creating culturally relevant prevention and cessation programs for youth and young adults. So Lou, thank you so much for the partnership, and we're really happy to have you with us today.
Thank you, Meredith. And on behalf of all of the youth whose project you're about to see, thank you again to Meredith and all of the PAVE planners for allowing them this national platform. I want to acknowledge the person who's not here as well, Dr. Claridina Soto. She's been my partner that entire 20 years. What you're about to see is a youth-driven, 100% youth-created content digital story that was part of a peer-to-peer media project that Dr. Soto and I did with funding from TRDRP here in the state of California. You're about to see the digital story for 15 youth from the Del Norte American Indian Education Center, the true north of California, and 12 youth from Hoopa Valley High School in the Hoopa Valley tribe here in Humboldt County. They worked both prior to and during the pandemic to make sure that they created messages that were important to themselves. We merely gave them the training in how to research, how to use each of these methods. So they did digital story, public service announcements, and they also did photo voice images and then shared them with their peers. We've since had one peer-reviewed article out of this, and we're really just trying to hope to do what a lot of the previous presenters had talked about, inspire those of you who are watching to give youth in your community an opportunity to talk to other youth, because it's true, it really is the only thing that impacts them significantly is to hear from their peers. So what you're about to see again is the work of about 24 Native American youth who really came together knowing absolutely nothing about the tobacco industry other than the devastating effect it had had on their communities. And they wanted to tell the difference between traditional use, commercial abuse. They wanted to talk about their peers and how they influenced them, and sometimes peer pressure wasn't the best. They wanted to talk about vaping especially, and so that's what this digital story is. And so again, to Meredith and everyone, thank you so much, and go ahead and play.
I feel like vaping is bad for you, and seeing it around with the youth, people think that it's a cool thing. They think that it's cool to vape and to be that person to vape, and they think it's cool, so they don't think about how bad it is for you or what the side effects are.
I feel like the flavoring is so that more youth will go out to stores and buy it because it's mango flavored or it's cotton candy.
You just shouldn't do it because it's not good for you. It has really bad long-term and short-term effects to your health. Your brain and stuff isn't completely developed yet, and so kids stall that progress.
To anyone who's thinking about starting vaping or who is just starting to pick it up, don't do it. It's not cool. It's not healthy.
There should be more awareness with the nicotine, and I feel like it shouldn't be so normalized around this community. People should do more about preventing it, and I feel like we could do more to prevent it.
It's scummy, really scummy what they're doing, how they're influencing the youth to buy their products from a flavor to a color. It's harming society as a whole.
It's really manipulative how they use colorful packaging, deceptive flavors and smells. It's targeting youth, even elementary school students and younger, to be attracted to those colors and those flavors and those scents, and it's making them want more, just like it's candy.
What if a little kid drank a bunch of vape juice? Nobody wants their family to suffer.
Be safe, don't smoke, and be smart, don't vape, don't start.
We need to step up as the minority, as the youth, as the people of color, and that we can defeat this harmful thing that's coming to us.
I'm not your token, I am not your mascot, and I am not a smoker.
Sacred use, not abuse.